Folks, let's reform today. I want to tell you about one reform, and I'll get off the horn here because, you know, I'm dangerous because, yeah, Judge, I mean, I talk a lot. I'm sorry, but I do. I don't say much content-wise, but I talk in volumes. But I do want to leave you with one thing, one initiative, one change that I am committing to you to do. And I'm committing to have this done right around the first of the year. So for government, it's not bad. But what I've been upset with is we want more volunteers. We want more people in our prison. We want God in our prison more. We want to spread the word. We want people of all kinds in our prisons. And what we do is we set up barriers, right, Mike? We set up barriers. So, well, to volunteer, now you've got to go through training, and then you've got to come in and you've got to sign this application up. Then there's got to be another process, and then we got to wait for a training program. And people that have a job often can't get through there because we don't always schedule them when people are available. What we are going to do, and I was in Cleveland yesterday, as you said, and I spent 3 hours with communications people, probably 4 hours back and forth. We're putting this volunteer application on the web page, and I don't know much about electronics. We're going to do that. We're not only going to do that, we're going to put the training on the web page. We have a little test that verifies you've taken the training and have done that. And with an interview, Todd, where we have a warden or someone just doing that at a time that is convenient, we're going to cut the red tape on getting people into our prisons. We're going to do that, and we're going to have that done. So I think that will be a big thing. So the training will be done online. There'll be, hopefully you won't have to endure my face much more on that, but we're going to do that. Folks, thanks for being here. And as I said before, listen, we have progressive communities. We have progressive sheriffs like we have in Lorain County. We've got people, we got judges, we got Reentry Coalition. It isn't always the way everywhere, right? We can take a look at this. But I'm going to tell you that this fall, I am committed to trying to enhance and increase resources to the communities out of my budget. I'm not going to the election, out of my existing budget, to be able to give you money to be able to handle nonviolent, drug-addicted people that should be handled in the community. Because you know what? We ignore research, don't we? Because you know what research says? Research says that the judges and the probation staff and the treatment providers in the community do twice the job that we do in prison at 1/3 the cost. And instead, we are at 500 more inmates than we had just 12 months ago, and we're going to set an all-time historic record this year yet. And boy, if you don't believe that, take a look. Just think about this number for a minute. Think about this number. The day I started, we had 291 women incarcerated in Ohio's prisons, 291, wandering around that campus at Marysville with no fence. Inside that prison now, we got 2,750, and I got 2 other female prisons full. I've got over 4,300 women in Ohio's prisons right now, and the day I started, we had 291. And we have not provided, you know this, Judge, we don't have those kind of services for women. We don't have them for men, but particularly for women. And we have women coming to prison that are far less violent, have a higher rate of addiction and a higher rate of mental illness, and that's the leading cause, that's a leading number of people coming to prison. Folks, we can do better. You can do better. We need to transition our resources. To do that, we've got to cut our population. I'd love to be able to cut our population and just shed all that money to the communities. And not just in the criminal justice setting. Your Honor, let me just tell you this. I have a belief. I believe that as long as judges are the #1 group of people that are referring people to treatment, as you are now, thank God you're doing it. But as long as judges are doing it at that stage of addiction, at that stage of people's lives, we're going to have an ongoing problem. This needs to be handled. We need to engage the medical community, the doctors, and say, what resources do you need? So a family, a father and mother can take a child, the doctor, just like going to do some broken arm surgery, get referred to a specialist, get some treatment before they even see you. And until I can't understand why we're not doing that. I cannot. Thank God we got caring judges, and I mean it. I wish you weren't here because in that way I wouldn't be acting like I'm complimenting you personally. But the reality is this: thank God we do. because we have not transisted this problem to where it should be. So we can, and we've got some thugs in prison now that hurt people and continue to hurt people, and